Precision move, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine. Scalping seconds, slicing fast. Ride the wave, don't let it pass. Green and red, they set the tone. Win or lose, I'm in the zone. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend, I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine. Eyes locked on the glowing screen. Numbers flash like a fever dream. Charts align like stars in space. Fingers twitch, it's a digital race. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision move, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine. Scalping seconds, slicing fast. Ride the wave, don't let it pass. Green and red, they set the tone. Win or lose, I'm in the zone. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay, if everything is good. We are back in Jers, ready to trade. Hello, 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 everybody. Give me some love. Let me know if you guys hear me, if everything is good. Let me see if everybody's doing. Hey, good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Ashwin, Santiago, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Solana, you like the song, huh? All right, cool. Cool. Yes, it's a song we made ourselves. It's my own little private little song here. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Market opening up, a little bit, 31 basis to gold down, equities up mildly, which is okay. And really not much going on here. A lot of chop, but I have just trying to get myself adjusted here. I'm going to lay out the perfect plan for you here in terms of prop, in terms of what we do. Who's new in the room here? Say hi to me. Let me know if you guys have never seen me trade. Don't know, what we do here. I'm happy to explain. Today is Thursday night. Today is coaching night. If you want to join my coaching, here's my link. Oh, let me see if I can get this right here. Good morning, Stuart. Here's the link for coaching. Go out there. You join us. By the way, Apex back to 80% off. So I actually bought expensive yesterday, but you guys were smart to hold off if you're looking to buy prop accounts. Good morning, Galavan. Good morning, Gordon. How are you? Go out there, get the accounts. They're back to 80% off, which is really, really great. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the plan of action. I'm just sort of trying to see if we have any setups going on over here right now. Nothing really, really happening. So I'm going to explain my setup on the trend side. I'll explain it again at the end of this session so you guys really, really understand it. And then we'll do the, you just bought the 25. Good job. Peter Buss, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Everybody on Twitter, hello. Come reach out to us on YouTube to get all the links, or just QR code the thing on Twitter and get the discount, okay? Make sure that you get a discount. Make sure you use the word BK Save. Very, very important. Otherwise, you can't get a discount. You get the full discount that way. I'm actually watching S&P right now, and if this thing goes red, if I get a red dot on the S&P, that's going to be a counter trend trade for me that I'm going to be happy to take. I'm actually let me see, it's on the MES. I want to do 2 contracts. Let me make sure that I need to adjust myself properly here. Sorry. It's 416. Oops. 16. Okay, cool. And then this is NASDAQ. NASDAQ is all set up. NASDAQ may be giving us a trend trade over here if we get a red dot over here. That would be very good. And then if we go to gold is sort of deep in the downside. So this is 10 ticks, 20 ticks. The very cool thing about wealth charts is that we can create 3 separate tabs, and once we do, all the stops and targets are remembered and designed. No, market popped back up. Okay, maybe market wants to go a little bit higher. No signals for us in any which way, shape, or form. Electrician, how are you? Where are you from, electrician? Oh, man, it's good to be back. I got to tell you, it was really nice to be in Florida, but good to be back home, where it's like, today is 74. Yesterday was 90. I landed at Newark. It was 99 degrees. So that was a lot of fun. Okay, let me explain to you, and almost as it's kind of shaping up right now, what the setups are for us. There's 3 components to how we trade. First of all we do is trade very, very short-term, small trades multiple times a day. we trade for income, meaning that what we try to do is very consistent small profits, add them all together into an income stream. That income stream then translates into funding accounts, and we trade the funding accounts the exact same way into payouts. I'm going to show you the whole structure and the whole essence of our success path. But it all starts with a basic setup. The basic BFF setup is super simple. We just trade, we call it trade the dots. That's the name of the song. There's three components to it. We have trend. In this case, long-term trend is 200, short-term trend is 8. If blue is above the red, it's positive trend. If blue is below the red, it's negative trend. It's the first order of business. So if right now we're positive trend, we'd be looking for, if we're doing trend trade, we're obviously looking for, for buy trades with trend. Although now, wait, what do I have? Counter trend sell signal? How do I have a counter trend sell signal? Oh, because I'm on the micros. Okay, that's fine. Number 2 is momentum. Momentum is these little green dots or red dots. So if we're doing positive trend, we'll be doing green dots. If we're doing negative, if we're doing selling, we're looking for red dots, okay? And the third thing is slope. And slope is red dot, lower red dot, or green dot, higher green dot. The second green dot is what triggers us to the upside. The second red dot right now, for example, as I'm watching this out of the corner of my eye, we are watching the micro contract, but the real signal is on the right. Well, it doesn't matter. The micro contract is also giving it to us, but the real signal is on the mini. The mini is giving us a signal right now. We have 52 seconds left on the clock. If this trade completes, we always wait for the end of the candle. So we have to wait another 44, 42 seconds. If the red dot prints at 0 seconds, we're going short. We're going to go short this trade on a counter trend basis. And we have a specific account to take counter trend trades, which is the 109 account. So we're going to go see how fast it is, by the way, to switch around to my accounts. I'll ask doesn't look like a trade is going to cooperate with us. We're not getting the red dot. But I'm watching out of the corner of my eye. If it does print, we'll do it. If it doesn't, wait for the next candle. We see how the setup goes. The whole idea is to find small pockets of opportunity all day long, every day, and clip those points and take us towards the P&L. All right. Gold is counter trend buy. Where's gold? Okay, gold is counter trend buy. All right. Second green dot over here. You see how we have a one green dot? We need a second green dot. So gold is like 1 minute 42 seconds, long time for us to wait. But again, we're going to go to the 109, which is our counter trend account. If that works, we'll trade it. It's as simple as that. We just take small clip trades when the signal is given. But the thing that we do that's very different from a lot of people who trade live is instead of trading large, we trade small. And I'll explain to you why we trade small and why 75% of the people who trade with me pass their tests, whereas only 4% of people who trade with everybody else pass their tests. It's our little secret sauce to how we make sure that we pass our tests, and then more importantly, work towards the payout. This is a funded account over here. I have 8 more on TradeAvate, which I'll happy to show you. Hang on a second. Let me just go to TradeAvate. Log into my TradeAvate account, which I've been trading my payout accounts overnight nicely. But the most important thing is I'm going to show you the actual proper ratio. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all payout accounts. The first 3 have 50s. The next 4 are 25,000s. But we're focusing right now on just funding a couple of more, basically like 2 more wealth charts. Then we have 10. Oops, I got to go long. I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. All right, I'm long gold. This is a dollar up, $4 down, a counter trend trade in my 109 account. You see, by the way, you see all I need to do was press the button to get myself into the trade because everything else was already pre-set up for me on this platform. Right now. And order filled. That was it. Boom, another money in the bank. We go on looking for more trades. Fortunately, on my other account, on my other computer here, because I'm really got a nice setup here in JERS, I have all the alerts ringing the bell, so I don't have to really go out there looking for charts all the time. It's everything is going to be alertable to me when there's a potential setup happening. It will alert me so we can go switch around. Ben is asking, is this a course for beginners? So Ben, what we have, if you kind of take my coaching package, right, is let me just put I'm just putting my coaching link over here into the session. The coaching package gives you access to a day trading course, which explains this in much more greater detail, and also offers you lots of other different ways to day trade besides the way I do this right now. Maybe for the longer term, more positional ideas. It also offers you the opportunity to trade forex with Kathy. So if you like trading forex, you can do that as well. And then it gives you weekly coaching sessions with me, which is where we really delve into all of the stuff about trading. So the question is this a course for beginners? The answer is we're all beginners, right? If you've never traded, or if you traded a lot, the great thing about the markets is time does not necessarily mean you're any better than somebody who starts, right? Yeah, Lee, I think, yeah, I did check it. I'll double check. I thought I sent over your email, but if it isn't, we'll light you up today on getting you the access. Okay. So the point being is that what makes this unique is it's a very, very simple, easy way to trade. You don't have to. We don't overcomplicate things. We trade momentum with trend, or we trade momentum with counter trend, depending on how you like it. Or sometimes we trade them both. We trade for small, really, really high probability trades. As you can see, boom, trade done, right? 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes trades. And here's the beautiful part about this, guys. When we're trading prop, right? I actually, by the way, I came up with a perfect definition for prop, by the way. You guys want to hear my definition for prop? Give me a thumbs up if you want to hear my definition for prop. I want to see like 5 thumbs up. I'll answer that question in a sec, Lee. Let me see if you guys, first of all, I want to see some thumbs up if you guys are paying attention. And I'll tell you my definition for prop. All right, I got 3. I want 2 more. Let's go. Hawkeye. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you, my friend? I'm just trying to see if you guys are all in there talking to me. Come on, I need one more, and I'll give you a really good definition for prop. And it plays right into Ben's question about beginners, because I think this is the thing about prop that virtually everybody misses. Trend trade. Thank you so much. All right, you put me over the end. Oops. But before we do that, I have an alert on S&P sell. Okay, let's sell this. Sell. Ah, shit, I'm late. Fuck, I'm late. I'm sorry, guys. All right, let's see if we can get this done. I'm short this. The target on this is going to be 61.25 on the S&P. See, look at this. I should have been short here, and this is my weakness is that when I'm talking and not paying attention to signals, I miss them. But it's okay. That's the beauty of the whole thing, is it doesn't matter, because if we're small, we're small. Let me see. Come on, get in there. I need to see 61.25. Come on. We're popping around. All right. I don't have NQ as a signal. All right, good. That got filled. By the way, do you guys hear that limit order filled? Do you guys? I don't know if you guys heard that on the background, but the really cool thing about wealth charts is they've enabled audibles, so it's really cool. So you could have like an audible in there. No, Santiago, I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing. I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing. This was a counter trend trade. This was a counter trend trade, right? It started over here, and this was the second signal over here to give us a sell signal on the S&P. Okay, so let me first of all talk about prop. Prop is basically the ability to get paid on paper trading, right? Get paid for paper trading. That's literally definition of prop, if you think about this. So I don't know why so many people bitch about all the problems they have with prop. It's an amazing, amazing opportunity because, first of all, most people hate the paper trade. And second, the reason they hate the paper trade is because there's no payoff at the end, right? It's like kissing your sister. There's just nothing. There's no benefit, immediate benefit they can see. Whereas with prop, which is literally getting paid to paper trade, you have a huge potential for benefit, which is why it's literally the single best way for a beginner like Ben. I told you I'm going to bring it back to Ben to learn how to trade, because the cost is minuscule. It's less than pancake breakfast I had yesterday in Boca Raton. You get to trade at $25,000, $50,000 or $150,000 account. And if you're doing it properly, if you do the process like I do, not only are you going to pass the test, but you're going to fund the account, and then you're going to be able to get paid out, all for paper trading, right? Kind of cool if you think about it, right? Thank you, Evgeny. See, always listen to the Russians, okay? The Russians know, okay? Russians know bullshit the moment they smell it. There's no one that can tell you faster that something is bullshit than Russians. So if it's coming from Evgeny, you know that he's speaking the truth. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, so this is why I love prop. That's why I love Apex, because they make it so incredibly inexpensive, and why you have this huge opportunity. Okay, so I have a counter trend buy in NASDAQ. Let's go to my NASDAQ chart. Where's my NASDAQ chart? Here's NAS. Okay, see that second green dot? That's what we want to be doing. So some of you may be a little bit confused, guys, because the counter trend trades are signaling a little bit different ideas. I changed my alert signaling on the counter trend trades. That's a trade that goes against trend. This is a downtrend, and this is an uptrend. From having just a single green dot to having two. I want to have confirmation. I realized it's much better. I have fewer signals, but much better. If you're trading counter trend, you're already at a disadvantage, and you don't want to be doing it. I got to go. This is a counter trend trade, so 109 account. You don't want to be doing it unless you have some strong confirmation. This indeed is as a counter trend pop. So this is going to be a counter trend pop for NASDAQ. There's also one setting up. No, not setting up. It's not setting up here. This one has to go green in order for me to set up. So the only one that looks relatively clean here is NASDAQ. 30 seconds left. I will wait patiently to see if this green candle closes. But basically, I've made my alerts two dots for trend, 2 dots for counter trend, just to give myself that extra level of confidence and confirmation. Doesn't mean it's all going to work, but it's going to work more than the other way around. Okay, long. In here, target is going to be 1725. Okay, that's my 1725 on NASDAQ. If that hits, that hits. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal. We're in the counter trend account, the 109. The trend account is the 103. So I'm running it again. The trend account is very, very close. It's within. Okay, it's a counter trend account that got filled. So I want to go back. Okay, so first of all, trend trades have much higher probability. That's correct. That's correct, Santiago. Santiago, yes, trend trades absolutely have a much higher probability. Yes, Apex is incredibly. I don't want to get into this beef, but I'm sure let me tell you, being a Russian myself, I think Evgeny would agree with me. Russians are the Afro-Americans of Europeans. Okay, we are the ultimate hood people, my friend. So I think we probably have a lot in common. Talk about detecting no bullshit. Manchin, how are you? How are you? So, anyways, yes, trend is a much better trade. Counter trend is not as good a trade. That's why I made it, double dots, made 2 dots to give myself a little bit better edge. But I'm always aware that counter trend trades are not as good, and that's why Evgeny knows what I'm talking about. So what I was going to say is that's why I've increased my sort of tolerance, or decreased my tolerance, made it harder to find counter trend trades, because I want a higher probability trades in counter trend. But I want to get to the point that, with you guys, that is really the key point here, right? How is it that 75% of the people that I trade with get funded? Oh, so nice. I'm glad you like the live stream. Nice. Okay, wait, hold on. Before I start talking, I have another possible trade here. A sell in gold. Ah, shit! Did I miss the sell? Why is the gold giving me? All right, sorry. So this is a legit signal in gold to the short side. A trend signal, but I'm late on this signal. And here's the other thing that I'm gonna show you. The reason why I'm late is because this was the first dot. This was the second dot. I should have been in over here. I'm trying to understand why. I just want to hang on a second. I wonder if my gold alerts are improperly set up. Hang on. Just bear with me a sec, guys. I don't want to get into it, because I wonder if my gold. Go edit. Oh, that's right. I missed it. I just must have been late. Okay. Anyways, I missed this opportunity. This was a great trade. This was trade here. This trade would have made bank. I didn't take it because of discipline. Because even though this would have been a reasonable trade, I was late on the entry. I was like literally $0.50 into the move at this point, and I'll pass it up. I don't need to chase it. The key thing that you see is we have lots and lots of trades all the time coming up. And this brings me to the most important point that I've been trying to spit out of my mouth for the last half an hour that I've been distracted with trading. It's this. Here's how everybody gets funded. Oh, fuck. Ooh, what's going on? 10 o'clock. We got some news, guys. We got some news. Let's see what we got on the news. Let me see what's happening. I'll tell you what's going on here. Looks like we got some kind of a print. Pending home sales are much better. Pending home are 1.8 against 0.3. Wow, that's interesting. So everything was negative, but pending home sales month over month were much stronger. So that's what popped up equities. You see, look at equities. You see equities really popped up over here on S&P and NASDAQ. Okay, maybe we finally do a little bit positive trend for a while. Okay, so we don't have any signals right now, so we can take a little breather. So the key thing is, when we're trading, if I'm trading, let's take a $25,000 account, a funded account. You need $1,500 to get funded, right? $1,500 to get funded. imagine I'm doing $10 right now. I'm doing $10 trades, right? I'm going to do $10 trades, and you already see that it's been half an hour, and I think I did like 4 or 5 trades already. So basically, it's not at all unreasonable to think you can do 10 trades in an hour, but let's just give ourselves more breathing room. And you say you can do 10 to 12 trades in 2 hours. That's $100 net, right? $100 net, 15 days, $1,500, you're funded. Now, is that exciting? Is that like, oh, I put $1,000 today, I made $1,000 today, and I'm going to get paid out in next week? No, but you know what it is? It is as true as getting paid a paycheck. What I mean by that is every guy out there who's doing a $10,000 trade on the account is blowing up. All the influencers that you're seeing, they blow literally $10,000 in evaluation fees to collect that $10,000 account, right? Which is fine. I mean, it's a way to trade. I don't have any problem with it. But it's not a way that I think real people make money. And it's certainly not a way to trade for income. Prop is an amazing opportunity not to hit home runs, but to actually create a long-term side gig stream. Now, $100 a day may not be that exciting, but when we string 10 or 20 accounts together, that suddenly turns into, through trade replication and trade copier, to $500 a day or $1,000 a day, again, with literally virtually no potential for blow up because we're trading so small, right? So the only thing you need is the peace of mind to take 15 days to get funded instead of trying to get funded in one day. We've done 1 million of the get funded in one day, and I'm happy. I'll do special lives with you. I have like a couple of cool ideas I really want to do in the summertime, where I'll just trade all day long. We get like 5 or 6 accounts, and we get I just run the account, maybe 4, 5, 6 trades, and we get funded. That's fun. It's a lot of fun, but that is not a way to live the rest of your life as a trader, because that's basically a short fuse to blow up. And no matter what you tell yourself, no matter how confident you are, you will inevitably blow up, because size always blows you up. But if you're doing small trades like I'm doing, which gives me lots and lots of opportunity to repair if things don't work with a really, really steady process, I'm almost assured. That's why so many people who trade with us are funded and so many people get paid out. It's the ability to trade consistently that's much more important than the ability to trade big. So if you like that idea, that's kind of the process I run with on the trades. Yep. Rocky tells me that consistency is the name of the game. Gordon, I'm using, actually, right now we're trading with our other partner, Wealth Charts, but we also trade, obviously, with TradingView. So if you join us for my coaching, let me give this again. Let me give you the link again. If you join this coaching, you will have the opportunity to have the indicator both on TradingView and use TradeOvate, or the indicator on Wealth Charts and use Wealth Charts. So we're the only people that have the same indicator on both platforms, which is really, really cool. I don't know about that, Lee. I don't know, Lee. I don't think the Brits are winning any prizes these days. We'll see. You've been to London lately. Not exactly, the home of the empire these days. Anyways, yeah, John, you're doing great. John is just banking. Now, John trades large, and it's fine. You can trade large all you want. But my job, and again, the whole idea of my lives is not to show you how much money I make, right? You could give a shit about how much money I make, because I could make $1 million. How does that make your life better, right? The idea is, can I teach you ways to make sure that you make money, right? That's the whole point. That's why I fucking hate guys that that brag and that show off their big accounts. We all have big accounts. We all know how to make money. That's not the point. Um, you know, Gold, counter trend buy. Let's go to gold. Let's see what gold wants to do. Oop, oop, oop. Yeah, it's a buy. Let's go buy gold. I'm long buy here. Legit signal. Actually, no. So now I'm a little bit early on this signal. I think I pulled the trigger a little too early, but let's see if this works. Because this wasn't actually this candle needs to complete for a buy, and I just pulled the trigger a little early. All right, fuck it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to flatten out. I'm going to flatten out because it's bad. It's bad trading behavior. I'm going to wait. Because see, the reason I got fooled because I saw these two red dots, but this is not the sequence we want. We want a red dot, higher red dot. This is a red dot, lower red dot. So it's actually good that I blew out of this account because probably would have been a losing trade unless this comes back up and turns itself into a red dot. In the meantime, I have a S&P. Interesting. No, sorry, S&P right over here. 28 seconds. This is a much better signal for us if this stays. So we're going to trade this one if it gives me the signal. I got 16 seconds. This has got to stay red. See, two reds, lower reds in a counter trend formation, which means it goes into my counter trend account. So 6 seconds, 7 seconds. If this stays red, we're going to sell this. So, all right, we're short. The target is going to be 66.50. All right. Here's the trade. Let's see how it goes. We'll see if it goes. It's a counter trend trade, so this is why we put it into our other account, which Rob calls the garbage account, because he really doesn't like me trading counter trend trades, and he's right. They're lower probability. The cool thing about the way I'm going to trade this is just like yesterday. Remember, I had a stop out, and then we came back today. You guys see that the accounts are all much higher. I can't say I'm certain, but the cool thing is, even if I get stopped out on this, I'm highly confident that I can resolve this trade on the next trade. And if it's not that, I'm highly confident that I could completely annihilate all my losses and repair myself to break even on a third try if I have to do that. That's the beauty of my approach. The actual trick of that, that's for coaching. I'll show you how we do that in coaching tonight. But the beauty of our trades is not that that we lose; it's that we can repair our losses and therefore keep the P&L growing steadily up to the point where it hits our targets. Yes. Where are you? So, oh God, man, what is your name? DA. Okay, I have no idea. DA1. I'm going to call you DA1, my friend. DA1. So, if you want the white dot, red dot, the white dot, purple dot indicator, that's for people who are in coaching only, or who have that. Now, if you're in coaching and you don't have that indicator, just email me and I'll give you that version of it. It's the simple version of the indicator. But if you guys really want that, the kind of the advanced version of the indicator, not the one that I'm showing you right now, then you can. Okay, let's look at gold counter trend buy. Where are we? Okay, so this needs to be a green dot on 129 in the close, and if that happens, then we're going to go long gold on a counter. So we're short counter trend NASDAQ. Everything it's interesting. Mostly, it's very, very choppy markets, so we're getting a lot more counter trend signals, which is the reason why I like, I opened up a counter trend account with you guys, because you want to trade both sides in a market, even though that part of the market is not as productive, but we can make it productive. I mean, the point is, I'm going to make the counter trend trades productive by trading small. That's my whole point. NASDAQ gold not showing us any signals, no trades here. Looks like what's going on over here? Oh, wait. No, that's no, that's 65. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was like, wow. Now it's such a small range that I thought I was like the stop was too high, but no, the stop's not high. Just really, really tight range. We're just dicking around here. You can't make 1 point move up or down. Okay, so no signals on gold. Gold is does not have a buy signal. Nasdaq has nothing. Oh, sorry. This is S&P. This is Nasdaq. Nasdaq may give us. Nasdaq is giving us a counter trend signal. May give us a trade, but we'll see. So we're sitting here quietly. Okay, then just email me, and I'll turn on the dots only indicator for you, the BFF dots only indicator. And as far as what do you call it? Wealth charts, that will be available hopefully next week. Rob has the code, and once we have that code available, we'll make it. We'll have that that indicator available for you. But even with the regular BFF indicator that people have, it's totally you can totally get the vibe of what I'm doing. Wow, that's really good, John. John says he made 14. Wait, where am I? Wait, sorry. Where's John's comment? John said he made $1,400 scalping Powell's press conference. That's great. I wasn't around for the Powell press conference, but yeah. Good for you. Oops. Looks like the we got clipped on the. No, we didn't. Why is no? God, we're still floating around. This trade, this is the world's most torturous, longest trade. All right, this counter trend trade clearly not working. Probably going to stop me out, but that's fine because the next counter trend trade that I'm going to do, I'm going to be able to resolve this when it comes up. In the meantime, we can look and see if there's any possible trend trades setting up here, which will be great because if Nasdaq finally goes trend over here, we get a second green dot. That's going to be a trend trade that we can take nice and cleanly. So we'll see. That way we can trade that in the 103 trend account. But we are really trading tight ranges here, so we have to see. Just watching, it's one step forward, two steps back, with very little continuity. But we don't need much, that's the whole beauty of if anybody, if there's any continuity to be taken, it's from us. Okay, counter trend buy on gold. Is gold finally setting up as a counter trend buy? Okay, let's watch gold here. Cool. We can watch gold here. If this candle gives me a green dot at the end of the 49 seconds, then we got to trade in gold. I'm going to focus on gold and hold my trigger until I get it. Yes, we're trading in gold. I'm trading the AUG futures. There's no August futures in the S&P. S&P trades only on a quarterly basis. So it's DECE, March, June, September. Gold goes away. No signal on gold, 20 seconds away. So gold, we're trading the SEP ones. We're trading, NASDAQ, S&P, we're trading SEP. Gold, we're trading AUGs. That's the front month. It's called the front month, which is the most active month. No signal. See, markets are really, really flat. Not much really going on here. We can operate Oh, did I get stopped out on NAS? I got stopped out on the S&P. Okay, I got stopped out on the S&P. S&P actually turns positive, so we might have positive trend here in the S&P. Let's see if we can get that move the other way around. Interesting. Okay, I'm watching the SPOOs. All right, so I'll have to be patient, and we will. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see if we can resolve this. I'm very confident I'll be able to resolve this on the what do you call it, on the S&P. But in the meantime, I'm just looking to see if I get any more trade ideas in any of these guys. So far, nothing. That's 10:15. That's early. Huh. Wonder why I got I must have gotten a bad fill on, because it looks like if I was looking at what did I come in? What was the close here? 69.75, and my fill was what? I've got a bad fill on this. I actually realized that I got a bad fill on my S&P over here, which is because I wasn't paying attention, but it's fine. That's why I trade small too. The other great aspect of trading small is, remember, timing is critical for us. So you really want to hit that trade at 0 seconds. Sometimes I'm talking, sometimes I'm not paying attention. Even like a couple of seconds off can be a difference in that half a point, the difference between winning and losing. So it's, the only thing that scalping requires is really, really strict focus, which sometimes I don't have. So I just realized that if I just simply stayed on the trade, I would have absolutely resolved this trade positively. But it is what it is. It's fine. I'll resolve it a little bit later. Dr. D says ES1. Yeah. It's because I am yapping. So Evgeny says that two dots with trend works really well on FX as well on a 5-minute chart, which is really cool. I don't trade FX with you guys, but that's one of the things that we talked about. We talked to our friends at ACAP, which is our FX partner, and our CFD partner. And there's a whole bunch of Europeans who we're really not servicing because of time differences. And I realized that we could have. So what I'm thinking is, we're going to try and do some European live sessions at around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon in New York, which is evening for Europe, but a really pretty decent time still, basically to trade, NASDAQ, S&P, but also maybe a little bit of Euro and stuff like that. Euro going to record highs is really going to be a good trade for us on this trade. One of the cool things about trading in coaching is that so many guys actually give me new ideas of how to use the indicator. So it's really cool. So maybe, one of the things that I want to do now that I'm back is try to do a European session on forex and CFDs, which would be really, really cool. And you guys can definitely benefit from that. What's your question? What are you saying? Is stay not passing free trial accounts and price always going in direction? I thought it would never. Okay, sorry, I don't know what you mean there, but okay. Hey, look at that, setting up possible on what do you call it? NAS over here, minute 9, a forward trend. Let's go into our trend account. Or maybe not, but we'll see. The cool thing is, we started kind of trading 9:30 to like 10:45. I really want to keep that time frame for us. because unless we, we're going to do like news events when we do like 8:30, maybe like when we do like an 8:30 news event, we just go to like 11, because I find that it's only now at around 10:20, 10:30, you actually get continuity trades that are halfway decent. So, because the market tends to be very, very choppy early, so 24 seconds, we'll see if this this trade gives us a chance here to trade it. 11, 9. All right, long. Target is 76.75. Wow, this is flowing around. See, gold gave us a definitely a possible sell signal, because you have two reds in a downtrend, to the downside. We certainly could have done this, but we're a little bit late to this signal, so we'll leave it alone. It's also, this is like a reasonable trend trade, but not my optimal trend trade. My optimal trend trade is when I have like a super high red to a lower red that gives me a chance to trade it in trend. But I actually think this is not a bad signal. It could resolve if you're short gold here. I think it would work, but I'm a little bit late on this thing. Okay, where's NAS? NAS is not extending for the time being, so NAS may not work. I may have a couple of trades that are just not going anywhere, and totally normal in a pre-holiday, nothing much going on, no continuity market, and that's why I feel like my superpower here is actually the ability to withstand all of these losses if they happen, because I will repair this one, I will repair that one in the next 2 hours when I have till 12 noon, and all of these accounts are going to go further positive towards my target. If we don't have a great regime during live session, there will always be an opportunity a couple of hours down the road to repair this. As long as you're trading small and you have the opportunity to repair these trades, that's really the most important part. The other part is that the third and most important part is as long as you're taking the setups, right? This is a legit setup. It's just not working, which is fine. What do you mean by reversal trading psychology? Can you elaborate on that trend trade? Like if you have a specific question, happy to kind of work with you on that. We don't do automated trading, Nadim, because Apex doesn't allow it. First of all, almost no prop from allows it, and secondly, because if you automate this, you're almost certain to lose. Remember, trading is, if trading could be automated, everybody would be making money with an automated trading strategy. What you can do is you can optimize for minimize the error, but trade selection, in my opinion, still has to be done manually. If you just say, "Oh, this is a cookie cutter trade, just make it here," you're going to run into trouble, because you're going to run into news trouble, you're going to run into event risk trouble, you're going to run into context. Trading is always about context, and context cannot be automated, right? Like if we had a massive tariff day today or stuff like that, I'd be trading a little differently. You'd be much more contextually aware. Because if trading could be automated, in a simple format, it would have been you would have done that a long time ago. It's not making donuts, my friend. It's not like making donuts. I wish it was, but it's not like making donuts. Although everybody tries to promise you the nirvana of making donuts. Oh, I see. So you trade more pullbacks than continuations. So you know what, trend trade, within BFF, there's like 4 different strategies, and one of them is a pullback strategy that would benefit you well. But to get access to that and to kind of really deconstruct it, you need to come into our coaching, because I don't have the time to kind of deconstruct all the other strategies. But when I'm coaching, I go through all of those type of ideas. So if you're much more of a pullback trader, we certainly have a structure that gives you really great pullback signals that you can trade. But if you're interested, it's all part of my coaching gig. So, which, by the way, is coaching session tonight. So if you sign up, you'll be able to get access to it. All of the stuff is on demand. It's recorded, so you can watch it. It's archived and recorded. You can watch it on demand also. Now you need no capital. That's the whole point, Ben. Ben, do you have $40? That's the question I have for everybody. Who's got $40? Raise a hand. Raise a hand. Do you have $40? Who's got $40? Let me show you what you need. Okay? I'm going to show you exactly what you need. We're going to go to Apex. I'm not going to buy because, again, I don't want my credit card. I don't want to do what I did with my other credit card, which, put up my whole credit card number on file. But I'm going to show you exactly what you do. Either Wealth Charts or Tradeovate, whichever one account. Let's say you want to choose Wealth Charts, $50,000, right there. All you got to do is to the side, Wealth Charts, $50,000. Make sure you write BK save. That's all you need to do, right? Then you hit this, next, and it's $40, my friend, $33, right? Credit card, boom. Now you have a $50,000 paper trading account. If you follow the, did I get done, by the way, guys? Did I get done on my trades? No, I'm still putzing around on here. Wow, it's interesting. S&P is really doing well, but NASDAQ is kind of dicking around. Okay. Anyways, you get a $50,000 simulated account. You trade our strategy. I'm not going to lie to you. The first time you buy it, it's not going to happen. I mean, I've had one or two customers that have actually gotten funded on the first time they do it. But generally, you got to try it 3 or 4 times. But you will eventually get funded if you kind of stick around and hang and trade our methodology, because it's really simple and it's very, very effective. And then once you get funded, you will then be able to shoot for payouts. And now you've taken that 40 or a couple of $100 and turned it into a possible stream of income of $500,000, $2,000 payouts on a monthly basis. So it really doesn't take a lot of money to get started in the trade. This gold trade. Remember, I told you this gold trade was a pretty good short trade. It really was a good short trade. It really worked nicely. All right. What else going on? 10:30. Okay, we still got a few minutes to hang out. Very, very quiet. Few opportunities. I'm thinking. Oh, look at everybody raising their hands. Good job, Dr. D. Did 6. Oh, look at that. A limit order filled. I made Lee, you like this one. I made Rob do a British female audible for when limit order is filled, because I know that this is by far the best, most soothing voice for every guy. If you're a British woman telling you, you made money, you're going to feel good. So good. So the trend account, just only one trade. I mean, it's just very, very quiet. But here's the thing, guys, it's 10:30. 10:30 to 12 is probably trend time. It's probably trend time. You look at NAS, you look at S&P. We're starting to get trendy. So this is the time to possibly see some trend trades, and hopefully we'll get a few of those done. But in the meantime, you got the idea. Everybody want to come join me on coaching? I put up the link. Everybody wants the 80% on Apex. Make sure. Let me actually put the Apex link in so you guys can just hit the Apex link directly and get a couple of accounts. It's 80% off. Get like 5 of them and just hold them, because I always make that mistake. I don't buy enough, and then when you need them and you want to run a few, you're fine. I am pretty much filled up on the TradeOvate accounts. I've got 7, and I'm working the paid ones now, nice and cleanly. And I just want to do a couple of more on wealth charts, and then we're going to be in paid mode all the way through. Yeah, gold short is done. Yep. You've opened a bottle of Armenian beer. Nice. If you want to join Trading Nav, here's the link. Again, I'm just putting the link. This is the link for coaching. 6 months of really good, solid coaching for you. So hopefully, you like it and you're ready to go. Okay, guys, I got to run because Kay is going to make me work again because I'm back on the desk. We'll have a lot more about this in coaching. Those of you who want to do what we call reversal trades or retrace trades, not continuity trades, I'll show you the functionality within BFF to do that and trade longer term charts. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. It should be fun. It looks like trend is just ready to go, and we're hopefully going to get a couple of more good signals here to trade our trend trades and move that towards target. Where's coaching? Coaching is going to be tonight. The link. I'm going to actually send out the link. If you sign up, I'll be sending out the link in 12 noon in about an hour and a half for the coaching. Okay, guys. Yes. Want to talk about the conference? Yeah. Do whatever you guys want to talk about. Yes. Kay is the ultimate taskmaster. Trust me. Trust me. Nobody busts my balls more than Kay, except maybe my wife. Coaching is 7 p.m. New York, which will be morning time for you, Tammy. So again, I'll be sending the link out in about 90 minutes, and I'll send it out before the event as well. So if you're in coaching, you'll get that link. Okay, it's new every week. All right, guys, everybody have a wonderful day. I'll see everybody tomorrow. We're actually going to do a Friday trade tomorrow because I was gone, so I want to do a little bit more Friday trading. Let's see if we can catch a few more pips over there. All right, guys, everybody have a wonderful. Bye-bye.